capacity crowd. The grand final. Burke and Dia. Down by Burke. This is Buse. The second opportunity for Buse. Down towards the half-forward line. Ablett's in front.
Very interesting, Dennis, at that first bounce, because Yates came off the wing and went straight for Dermott Brereton. Dermott's down on his knees, as you can see.
Gary Ablett will go very close from here, from about 52 metres. Long, probing kick. It's home.
Now, this is reminiscent of the final Dermott Brereton down. I mentioned how Yates came through the centre, didn't have eyes for the ball, just went straight at Brereton and has put him down. A bad miss for Hawthorn, because he's the one who can really get them going. Now watch this on replay. You see Yates, there he is, coming off the wing there. He only had eyes for Brereton and goes over and bumps him again, but obviously he's done his ribs.
Very interesting that he had a second crack at him, Don.
Well, they're all fired up, Geelong, and it's an ideal start. It's reminiscent of 1978, when Hawthorn were, on that occasion, Moncrief gold, as Ablett did on that occasion.
It was always going to be on. And of course, that's when a man like Brereton is most vulnerable. When he is running with eyes on somebody else, he's suddenly open.
You wonder whether Geelong's homework has been done, because Brereton has had some problems in that area for, what, maybe the second part of the season.
Well, not so much his ribs, his ankles that have been the problem, Ian. But they've got a couple of players that who play for keeps in these finals.
Sure thing. Curran's kick wide to half forward. Marking contest up there. It's a clean mark for Dunstall. And Dunstall will have Hawthorn's
down at the drop of the ball.
Opportunity for the Hawks to square the ledger. Dunstall, the early minutes. Drop punt kick is true.
Well, the score's locked away. And what a sensational start we've had. Yates and Dunstall
back in the middle. Good bounce too. Burke wins it down. Right of the congestion. Domenico falls on top of it. Slaps it out. Burke scrambles it forward. Kennedy the opportunity. Sweeping hand pass over the top. Sends Pritchard away. Down towards full forward. Brereton a test here. He's taken the mark. What a courageous mark.
And it's on centre wing.
Well, that was a fitness test for Dermott Brereton. He went back and he took it. A bit happening, as you can see.
This is going to be the order of the day. I thought it might have started earlier than now, but what a great mark you called it, Dennis.
Dermott Brereton, as always, relishing being in the thick of things. Down in the first 15 seconds of the game. A chance to kick Hawthorn's second goal from 25 metres out. He's put it through.
And that's how you show the opposition. Once you're injured, Dermott Brereton didn't. He did it on the scoreboard. Those players that figured in that, Bruns and Stephen Hocking, are out there today.
The kick by Darcy towards centre wing. The high fly from behind is Dia, and he takes a good mark. A short right foot chip into the centre, and the mark is taken by Kennedy. He's looking to play on, forced to kick with the left foot into the pocket. He's down as he kicks it, and the free kick downfield will be taken by Curran, well within scoring distance. This was the doubt. So Curran, difficult angle, well within scoring distance. Magnificent kick by Curran, and Hawthorn's third.
Well, you can't afford to do what Gary Hocking has done. He's given away more free kicks this year than anybody else in the VFL. Again, really initiated that attack into the forward line for Hawthorn.
Darcy to the members' side. Dippy Domenico can't mark. Recovers quickly, gets his kick away. The ball runs free at centre half forward. Condon gathers. The hand pass. Whitman into Anderson. He goes for goal and pops it through.
Well, Hawthorn are going for the ball and it's starting to pay dividends. Geelong a little loose. As the coach Malcolm Blight, I'll be telling them to pick their men up, because there's just too many Hawks running free. And Hawthorn are very, very skilled side. You can see that, a great hand pass by Condon across to Whitman, to Anderson, and the young fellows combined.
Towards the members' wing area. In front, Burke can't mark. Dippy Domenico can't get the ball out. It finally finishes up with Platten. Platten with time to kick the ball long towards full forward. The marking contest. Hocking can't take it. Curran, snapshot. Hooks it across his body. Another goal to Hawthorn.
Well, whether you think the ball's running for Hawthorn, it's a debatable point, because when a tap comes out of a pack, as it did on centre.
Geelong doing okay in the hit-outs. Dia doing better around the ground. Pritchard robbed of the ball. Hawking's away. Gets the hand pass away quickly to Yates, who boots it down towards full forward. Brownless in best position. Great mark over the top. It was always going to be his. Bill Brownless.
Was he off? Posed the question. He took that mark. I thought he might have took a step or taken a step over the mark.
It was well off the ground. Brownless. 35 metres, stabs at goal, Whittett's home.
Well, Geelong may just regain a little bit of composure with that goal. Still trail, it's only their second.
Trying to do that. Across it comes, up in front, Dippy Domenico couldn't hang on, knocked away by Bruns. Couch has got it now, in trouble. The traffic is heavy, Couch hits the deck, picked up by Dippy Domenico, down towards full forward, knocked away by Darcy. We've got a whistle, and it will be a free kick, I think, Hawthorn's way.
Against Gary Hocking once again.
Why wasn't the kick taken where the ball landed? He kicks the ball, then he's down. That must be a kick down to where the ball landed, surely.
There was a couple of puzzling decisions already made by these umpires, Ian, and that's another one.
Well, the umpire didn't deem it late.
I think it would have been a certain goal, whereas here it's a little bit doubtful.
Dippy Domenico from 55 metres out. Good looking kick. That's a goal.
Well, Robert Dippy Domenico, the wingman, knew as soon as that ball had left his boot, it was a goal. Everyone watched it go through, but he'd taken off back to his position on the wing.
Geelong very untidy at the present time.
Well, if these tactics are to pay off, they'll need to be pretty close and through all the time.
Platten kicks inside 50. Darcy the leaper, fisting away. It comes down to Hawking. Very tentative Hawking. Dunstall, sweeping hand pass. Goal coming up. 1 of 2. BUCKENARA from 10 metres out.
Well, Hawthorn are just so confident that when the ball is further up the ground, they really do back their teammate in to get the ball. They did on that occasion because they all ran away into the
centre. Another Hawthorn mark taken by Condon. Looking to play on. And the Cats arriving a little late. Condon, very creative player in the centre for Hawthorn. Kicks it out wide. And a leaping, high leaping mark taken by Lindner. And Bruce Lindner holds that up. He's called play on. Curran takes the ball. Kicks the Hawks back into attack. In the 10-metre square. Clean mark of the goal square.
What a great kick.
Brereton from the edge of the square, directly in front. No problems.
And a lot of changes have been made by the Geelong team. Robert Scott has come up on that occasion, went on to the wing. And Hughes and Pritchard at it behind play, the two angry little ants.
So Flanagan on the 50-metre line. And sometimes can surprise the footballing public with his kicking ability. This is a great kick by Flanagan right into the square. Geelong mark. Stoneham.
They've got some high flyers down there. Ablett, Brownless and Stoneham.
Stoneham, who kicked a point just a few moments ago, has a chance to kick the Cats' third. And a very, very badly needed goal for Geelong. The angle, not bad for a natural right footer that Barry Stoneham is, and he punts it straight through. Goal umpire and field umpire conferring. It looks like it's another kick.
Yes. Came over the mark. That missed, that kick.
Actually, I thought it missed too, Dennis.
It
Well,
did.
Stoneham's indicating that it's gone through.
He was a bad judge. He's getting it again because it missed, and the umpire now invoking the 50.
Really, you shouldn't miss from that angle where he was. That was a bad kick by Stoneham.
He would argue the man came over the mark.
Well, interesting one.
And can he just walk up to the man on the mark and dribble the ball over the boundary line?
Taking that risk at this stage. Geelong trailing by 39 points.
Don't say you do that.
Now Stoneham, his second chance from only metres out. And this time he doesn't miss.
Well, Geelong, a little bit of respectability on the scoreboard. Hawthorn are weakened by the fact that
The MCG, and away we go again. One down by Flanagan that time with the backhand. Hughes comes away. There's the time remaining. The Cats are looking better. Hughes goes long down towards the pocket. Ablett! Oh, what a mark!
Well, that's what we came to see, Dennis. This man is unbelievable.
Incredible strength, I think, is the word, Ian. Incredible strength.
Cleared by Hawthorn to Geelong in 1983. Will he come back to haunt them? Check side kick. Oh, nonchalant.
Well, I'm just shaking my head in amazement. Nothing surprises me with this man. He was just so nonchalant in the way that he lined that up, put that ball...
Here, betting them down towards half forward. That's Hawthorn. Schultz has got it, well, almost. Still he battles after it. Picked up by Cameron. Scrambles a kick across the goal face, and BUCKENARA takes the mark.
There was some fumbling there by Geelong. They took their eyes off the ball. Can't handle the pressure. Schultz 1 and Cameron 2.
Why would the defender go that way, Don?
Pressure, Ian. Pressure.
You turn onto your left side and kick it to the boundary line when the pressure's on.
Well, you don't have time to think, do you?
BUCKENARA from about 20 metres out directly in front. He won't miss. Through she goes.
Well, that's things you just cannot do in finals, and it's not a good sign as far as Geelong is concerned. To see their centre-half back Schultz fumble
this time. Or BUCKENARA flies high, can't mark.
He's been penalised.
Now opportunity for Morrissey. Curran swoops on the loose ball. Curran's kick across his body, up towards full forward. The high flyers. No one can mark the ball. Stephen Hocking gets it out the back to Buse. Great tackle by Dunstall. Terrific stuff by the Hawthorn forwards. Brereton will kick a goal. No mistake. Dermot Brereton kicks his third. The Hawks go marching on. It's a massacre at the MCG.
Well, it was a great tackle by Dunstall, but what arrogance, maybe you could call it stupidity on Buse's part. Trying in a final to run around. This is not a home and away game. Now watch this. Look. Thinks he's going to run around, but you can't do that in a final. What a magic tackle by Dunstall. That was terrific stuff by the Hawthorn forward.
That was bad luck. Cameron slips over inside to Linlebo. Linda dragged off the kick. As a result, it spills down towards half forward. Tucked brilliantly done, not once but twice. Eventually lost it though. Counts the hand pass out wide. Hamilton's got it. Left half forward. Ablett's in front. Strong mark. Not easy to mark. Desperately need a goal. Ablett, look at that. Straight through the middle.
He is a cool fellow, Ablett. I suppose that is the difference between champions and also ranks. You see his teammates in the ground. Platten's also gone off.
Very good team, the Hawks. Very disciplined. Flanagan now doing the ruck work against Deer. Ablett over the top. Snapshot by Gary Ablett. This is close. Oh, it is mercurial stuff.
Momentum is starting to shift in this game.
Listen, this is where you need television. You cannot explain what that man got. That's a picture's worth 1,000.
If you're down there in the Geelong jumper, that must lift you, mustn't it?
Watch it, Ian. Watch this. Watch this. Oh, it's magic.
It must lift the Geelong players. Curran, good recovery by Yates. He's well tackled. Gets the hand pass wide to Flanagan. Flanagan's short pass is effective. The mark has been taken by Hamilton, who started on the interchange bench and has been a good player since coming on. Hughes takes the kick, and Hughes kicks the goal.
Now, I was wondering just before that group left, the ball left Hamilton's boot, but Hughes was by himself. The fact was that Collins was over the other side of the ground. I don't know what he was doing.
Morrissey's got the ball, the defensive side of centre wing. Kicks it wide. Pritchard runs onto it. That could prove costly. Pritchard from half forward pulls it back. What a superb kick. Dunstall.
Because Darcy went to where the ball was. Dunstall didn't.
Dunstall sneaks it through for a goal.
Well, what happened on that occasion was that Darcy, who was Dunstall's opponent, left him thinking.
So it's time on in the second quarter, and the Hawks go forward again through Condon. Nearly the mark there. The Cats Malachellis. Morrison swoops on the ball. The hand pass over the top. Whitman. Can he break the tackle? The left foot snap by Whitman. Another goal to Hawthorn.
Well, we asked the question, I begged the question earlier, why didn't Boz punch the ball from behind? Well, you're going to ask the question again. Why did Malachellis try and mark from behind? If you're playing disciplined football, and Geelong have done it this year, he should have punched a little earlier than that, got the ball forward, but went Hawthorn's way again.
You wouldn't have played that, Mark?
Very skilled tip there by Whitman.